This webinar, we want to discuss about top 3 strategies that you can pass any prop challenges. But before starting, I want to ask Mehdi to introduce himself, and we will get back to our webinar topic.
Thank you so much, Parivash and Hector, for the nice introduction. And again, hi everyone who are attending this webinar. So my name is Mehdi. So I've been trying for trading with the team that's hosting this webinar for you guys. So I've been trading for a while, and I think I have a good understanding how market it works. Thanks to the team again hosting this webinar today. So what I would do is I would show you how this strategy that we are telling or teaching you today, we can show you how we can use that in the real market using real data, using a platform known as TradingView, which I believe most of you are familiar with this tools to do some analysis before finding a good high probability setup for your trade. Okay, again, I'll show you some tests and not like a live test, but like a live trading, but mostly like the pattern that we can see with this strategy in the real market. Okay, well, that's about me. I think I can hear that. I hear that probably in some location there is probably a problem with internet connectivity. I suggest that we actually turn off all of our videos. So in those people that they have an internet connection problem, so they have a better connectivity. So if we can just turn off our videos, then I think we can just start the webinar. And Hector, back to you. And Paribas, please turn off our videos if that's possible.
Thank you. Thank you, Mehdi. So let's start for our webinar and interesting topics that nowadays everyone talking about the prop challenges. But before starting for strategies and how you can pass the prop challenges, I just want to briefly tell about who we are, and after that we will go through the webinar. So actually, I can say that we start our trading by some friends and I, and that 2 of them also are in this webinar. We start developing tools for Forex, like money management and trade manager indicators. And as we grow, we decided to expand our efforts and created Academy, which was in 2017. So this Academy, it's a little unique with the academy that you heard about for Forex trading. What sets us apart is that we teach trading based on your personality. So we ask you some question, and after knowing about your personality, we will give you a specific courses based on your personality. After this, we also parallel work on developing EAs, which work based on the AI and machine learning that can improve itself. And also you can teach this strategy to have a better performance. That's further, I will discuss about this specifically also. So today we also have more than 6 amazing partners in crypto and Forex. So I don't want to discuss more about this. Let's go to have some idea about the prop challenges. So what are the prop challenges? I believe most of you knows better than me about the prop challenges, but for those who are unfamiliar, I just want to tell you briefly about it. There are some companies that help you to leverage your balance and trade with the higher balance. So for example, you're a good trader, but you do not have enough fund, for example, 200K. You will prove yourself to a prop companies, and after that, that prop companies will connect you to the investors and you will have a share profit. So this is the idea of the prop challenges, but we do not recommend any companies, any specific prop challenges because it's out of our scope in this webinar. But the idea behind this, it's amazing. Personally, I really like the idea behind this. If you can find a great prop challenger, prop companies, so definitely it's worth to work with it. So let's go to the scope of this webinar. So we, in the first step, we will discuss in this webinar about 3 strategies, which I really like this kind of strategies because this strategy that we want to discuss is with a high win rate. It's more than 70% in this market. So which will be a great strategy. And the third strategy, it's a unique. So if you're a scalper, if you prefer to trade like in 30 minutes you close your trade. So third strategy will work for you. But and also we have a great surprise for you till this in this section. So just stay in this webinar. We will have the just surprise for the one who are attending in this webinar. After that, we will discuss about money management, and we will tell about the importance of money management. And it's really important. If you know about this strategy, but you do not know about money and risk management, you will lose in this market. And the third section, we will talk about psychological trading, which is very important also. And controlling emotion, it is so important. If you know the two first option that we told, and you do not know about the psychological trading and you cannot control your emotion, you also will lose in this market. So in this fourth section, we will discuss about tools and also the surprising part, the giveaway. So it will be the last part of this webinar. And the tools we will introduce you, that's how you can make your trading easier and how you can collect the data from the market faster. So let's go to the first strategy. So first strategy, maybe you heard about it, but it is advanced support and resistance plus breakout. We will discuss about this strategy briefly in this PowerPoint, and after that, Mehdi will introduce us in the chart and he will guide us to understand clearly about this strategy. So, as you know, the support and resistance, this is the support and resistance in the market. So I believe you know about it. If the price respects more than 3 times or 2 times, so in the area, not a line, so we can consider it as a support. But when the price goes down and suddenly reject to the top, so you can consider it support. And when the price goes up and suddenly reject to the down, we can consider it as a resistance. So also in some cases, when the resistance break and the price goes up and again comes down, this resistance can change to support. I don't want to be detailed in this strategy, but most of you definitely knows about. Okay, so the trend line support and resistance. There is a trend line. This is similar to the support and resistance that I explained you, but in this time we have a trend as an area. It's the name is trend line, but do not consider it as a line. You have to consider all of them as an area. So there is no line in the market. So it's obvious. You can see the price respect from the down. So it's support, price respect from the top. So it's resistance. How it works? I know this is so basic, I'm telling you, but the strategy behind this, that you can merge these strategies together, it's amazing, and you can use it for your trading to be successful trader. So this is an uptrend, higher high, higher low, and the next higher high, it's upper than the last higher high. And also it's for higher low, also it's similar. For downtrend on trend also it's similar, lower low and lower low. As you can see, this lower low is lower than the last lower low. And for the lower high also it's similar. So if you can see this pattern, it means a downtrend. If you can see this pattern, it means the uptrend. How you can understand this pattern wants to change from uptrend to downtrend? This is the one that you can see. As you can see, the pattern was similar till here, and suddenly the price drop and create a lower low, which is lower than the higher low. So in this case, we have the first sign that the price wants to change the trend. If I want to show you in the real market here, as you can see, there is one touch, another one, and this one, and this one. As you can see, this higher, it's lower than the last higher, and this lower, it's lower than the last lower. So in this case, it shows that the trend wants to change. So it was uptrend and suddenly break and change to the downtrend. So I want Mehdi to introduce and explain us about this strategy in the chart, and he will give us some example to understand about this strategy, and you can use it. So Mehdi, if you can help us for this.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Hector, for the great explanation and providing some background and set the stage to show this strategy, how we can see in this market, how we can see this support and resistance in this market. I'm just going to quickly share my screen, and if everyone can confirm that they can see my screen, that would be great. Okay, so here, what you can see here is a platform called TradingView, and what you can see is a bunch of candlestick that I'm sure the majority of you are familiar with this, how it's work, open high, lowest and high. That's how the candle formation happens. But here in the trading view, you have to prices. This panel here, you see how price moves during market when market is open, and then you have some watch list here. You can look at the product that you want. I'm not going to get into it, but this is a great tool if you are a trader, beginner, like intermediate or advanced. My understanding is you already have this one, and my recommendation is to have the membership that gives you at least ability to use at least 4 indicator at the same time. There's other option as well, so see what fits you well. Okay, so here Hector talk about resistance and supports. So we can clearly see here. So let's say like one here, and it means that there's a resistance. Every time that market enter this area, there is a reaction. You can see for this pair here. And also there is another one here. So we can see that one time, two, three, many times, every time market goes to this one, there's a reaction, and this one's coming down. Okay, so that's what we are calling like a resistance, because market cannot go through the output. And here we can say that we can just go to day, 2 day, 3 day, or depends on your strategy. But let's say if we go to 2 days, we can, okay, come on faster. Okay, so here we can see that the market have resistance here as well. Sorry, support here as well. So we can say this is the support of the market, and right here as well. But you get the idea about how identifying the support and resistance area. Again, I'm just going to emphasize these are the area. Do not identify support and resistance as a line. You're gonna come up with lots of losing trade if you are doing that. Okay, so and the other aspect Hector mentioned was the trend line. So, or I would call it a trend area, but for the sake of today's webinar, I'm just gonna go with the trend line. Okay, so trend lines gives us the ability to identify a trend in the market. So in this case, what we have is a trend line downtrend here. And as Hector mentioned, one of the good feature of the trend line is it touches like at least 3 times. Okay, so if we go here, I could go from here as well, but I would lose many touches here. Okay, so I just try to have this. So I have all of the trade, like it touches as well. And again, here you can see the area of higher low, and then lower low, higher low, lower low. And then you get the idea, okay? So one thing that Hector mentioned, we can see there was one breakout from this support area of the market. So that itself could have been like a trading opportunity if I were just to trade the support and resistance area. So there is a breakout here that everyone can see. So the market comes here. There was a breakout. I would just wait for retest, and then here. So basically, if I were to trade this as a breakout of the market, so I would just go like a short almost around here and have that one at the top. Okay, you get the idea. Okay, so now we are saying, okay, there was a breakout from this, and then we also can see a breakout of the market here, like in this area. Okay, so we had the breakout from this trend line that can give us a good opportunity for the trading. So one thing to consider is I'll use this because we are not here to actually live trade. We are just here to show you how this strategy works. So I can use this one to show you how I would trade this. I would trade this if I were live when this part of the market was taking place. Okay, so we can see a breakout here from the trend line. That gives me the sense that that's a good time for entering the trade. So let's say I'm confirming this trade. I'm just gonna do a back test if I were to actually live trade this. Okay. Okay, one thing I forgot to mention, Hector mentioned about when you're the change in the higher low and lower low. So you see here, you had this lower low, but it didn't follow with another lower low. Actually, it's gonna remain high here, and then it's breakthrough. So I would get the signal that okay, here market is about to change the support and resistance area. So what I would do here is now I would just, so I'm doing it in the like a daily time frame. So I would do my trade in a, yeah, I know probably for some people this is like a boring like a strategy, but believe me, the simplest strategy are the best strategy in my opinion. If you are getting bored with this, just think about the people that are just coming to the market and they want to actually learn things that can work and give them some money. So here I will just look at for this breakout here, and then we can see that already market forming another like a resistance area or line around here. Okay, so what I would probably trade this opportunity here, I would just, if this is a daily, I would go to a lower time frame for my confirmation or trigger of the market. We can see like here, so it's breakthrough this resistance, again it's breakthrough. What I'm thinking is, if you look at this, you want to get some retesting, like coming retesting and then going back up at least to the previous resistance. So if there is a chance when the market passes through the resistance, that can become, if this was support, that can become resistance, or again market can break through that one. So if I were to trade this as a buy, I would just let the market play out. So I would just look at this, it's already break. Okay. So here I would probably, here there was a retest again and a really nice bullish candle. So then I would open a buy trade here. So it's a little bit late, but probably I should have opened the trade. You get the idea. So I would just start the trade when I see this confirmation engulfing candle, engulfing all of this previous candle. And then I would have my, say, again, this is not perfect. I should have started the trade a little bit sooner, but you can have the stop loss for the latest swing low, and then you can use the previous support, like a higher low level as your TP, or like this resistance here. So I would say I can just go like here. Again, I entered this trade late. I should have traded a little bit sooner. Let's see if even we go conservative at this, if we can actually, and have our TP here at the bottom, if we can get, again, I entered late, but that's right. So let's play this out. So obviously you see that there was a breakout retest and the market hits, and that was like a winning trade. So that's basically how trading with support and resistance and breakout through support and resistance work. One thing unique I want to mention about this support and resistance, so there is something new about this as well, is, so if we consider, so we can clearly see a trend line, and also we have the support area of the market and the trend line. So usually when there is a coincidence of the, like the support or the resistance of the market together with the trend line, there is always a reaction to that area. So if one of the example could be here, okay? So if I just highlight that with other color here, so you can see every time, so this is a support area here, and then there's a trend line here. You can see there was a really nice reaction to this area. So this is something to consider as well. If there is a area that you have the that the trend line and also the support resistance coincide together, that's a really good trigger for the trade. Okay, so that's basically the idea about support and resistance, and breakout resist support and resistance, or the combination of both to use to be a profitable trader. Okay, get back to Hector for the next strategy.
Thank you so much. So So I want to add something in the last strategy that's Mehdi explained about it. So this strategy, this is very important. The first sign that you have to get from this strategy, it's the resistance. For example, just consider you want to look for a sell position. You have to see a resistance. After that, there is a trend line here. When beside the resistance, near to the resistance, you saw that trend line change from uptrend to downtrend, it means it is a good trigger for you to open the sell position. So in reverse also, it will be for buy position. For example, you find one support and the trend line change from downtrend to uptrend by the higher high and lower low that Mehdi said about it. So it is very important. You should get two signs from this market. One sign will be a resistance, like a static resistance, and one time you will see just a breakout from a support, which was the dynamic one. So this is a strategy. If it is a little confusing for you, it is completely normal. And so till the end of the webinar, we will give you some technique that you can use them and make it so much easier. Just stay with us till the end of the webinar. We will explain you more, and also you will receive the video recording of this webinar also. So it will help you to just review the video also by yourself, and you will get so much more if you just repeat it. So let's go to the second strategy. This is a Bollinger Band and a Stochastic RSI. So this is a very popular strategy, a Stochastic RSI. It's so important in the market. So, but I want to give you some points that's how you can choose your stop loss and how you can choose your TP, and also how you can open a trade and how you can get the sign. But before going to this strategy, I want to let you know the first strategy that we explained, it is useful for a longer time frame, like daily and 4 hours, because when you are talking about a resistance and support, it is better to use them in the time frame that the noise is in the less. So if you have a less noise, it is better to have a support and resistance and breakout. But if the market has a lot of noise, like a 30 minutes, like a 15 minutes time frame, so it is better to use just alternative strategies for yourself. So because of this, we start with a longer time frame. After that, this second strategy, it will be useful for 4 hours and 30 minutes time frame. And the last one, it will be useful for 5 minutes, 1 minute also. So just let's go to this strategy. I don't want to talk about this too much. So this is the Bollinger Band. Mehdi will tell you how you can add in the chart in the trading view. I know most of you knows about it. So, and this is Stochastic RSI. We do not want to trade in the blue line. Blue area is not important for us, but this area called saturation area. This area is so important for us, and also this area. The first sign for sell position, it's that we see the blue and red line past the blue area and came to the saturation area. So it gives us the first sign for selling position. The next sign, you have to see that the price passed the upper level of the Bollinger Band, and also you must see a candlestick pattern that Mehdi will introduce this specifically, how you can see a candlestick pattern. And after getting these three confirmation, you can start a sell position. For the TP, this is personally, I prefer this because I prefer to be in a safe side all the time for trading. The TP, you must choose your TP in the middle line from that entry point till the middle line. And the stop loss also, you can choose at exact pips that you choose for TP, choose for a stop loss. So in this case, your risk to ratio will be 1. So if you have a strategy with 60% win rate also, so this is a great, you will earn money because 60% of the times you will earn, and 40% because when you lose $1, you will earn $1 also. So it is a great strategy. So I want Mehdi to explain about this strategy in the example and also do the backtesting.
Awesome. Thanks, Hector, for the basic of this strategy, introducing some basic knowledge about how this strategy works. I personally like this strategy. If I feel lazy and don't want to sit behind my like a PC for a while to make sure then I can find a really good trading opportunity, I would just use this strategy, like a combination of Bollinger Bands and stochastic RSI. So can everyone see my screen? Hector, can you confirm or Parvash?
Yeah, it's true.
Okay, doke. Okay, so basically, let's say you don't have this one here, so you don't have this area here, so you basically get this in trading view. If you don't have them, just go to indicator and say BB or Bollinger Bands. So you just click, there you go, so you have it. And then another indicator that you need for this strategy is, so I always have problem. I don't know if that's same for attendees as well. I always have problem pronouncing this word, but a stochastic RSI. There you go. I did it. Okay. So, and then I just click, and then we can see here that, so we have the Bollinger Bands added to the chart and also accompanied stochastic RSI. So one thing is, so you can see there is three component, three lines for Bollinger Band. So we have this one here as a upper band, middle line, and also we have this one here as a lower one. So basically, so that like a middle line is a 20, like a simple moving average. So the idea is that the price tends back to actually go back to this moving average as it moves. And the stochastic RSI, so it's like a better than RSI. The reason is it uses RSI itself, not the price of the candle, to give you this information, and it's way faster and quicker than the RSI to capture the changes in the market. So there is less lag with the stochastic RSI. That's why it is better to use this rather than RSI in this with this strategy. Okay, so we know about this. So here, basically, I can just show you like with eyes, so you can see. Hector mentioned about oversaturation. So here we have the overbought condition, and at the same time here, we had this opportunity. Okay, so RSI, and we are getting close to this one. I wouldn't personally prefer this because if I want to trade Bollinger Band and stochastic RSI, I prefer to make sure there is a breakout from the Bollinger Band like this, and the breakout like this. But one thing here is see that you can get really good trading because the Bollinger Band is not ranging that much. So if you consider from here to here, so you can see, so this one is not wide enough. So if I'm trading, what's this pair? So if I'm trading Bollinger Band, I want to make sure the range are good. So it's not really narrow. Like this one is good. So if I were to trade this, so it's already like, for example, this one would have been a good one because the ranging is good in the Bollinger Band. There was a breakout from the bands of the Bollinger Band, which is to a standard deviation from the simple moving average, and come back down. So if I were to trade this, I would just have this here at the top, and I wait for my confirmation, which is like a bearish candle here followed by another one. I would probably would enter my position like right here and have my stop loss, something like that. Sorry, my TP close to the midline. So as Hector mentioned, it could be like a one risk ratio of 1 for this trade, and that could have been a really good profitable trade for you. So that's basically how it was. If I can find a really good example, so here it's not ranging, so I'm not happy with this. So I want to find something. Okay, so here it's not bad here, but again, it's not ranging. Not good, not good. Okay, so I think this one there's a ranging and it's not bad here. If you, let's say, if you were to trade here, so there was a breakout, not super happy with the range, just consider that, but I'm just trying to show an example. If you are to trade this strategy, how you have to approach this. Let me just say, let's say you're monitoring the market and it goes like this. Okay, there you go. There was a breakout, and the stochastic RSI is in the saturation area for overbought, which is more than 80 here, and oversold for at least 20 or 30. Depends on the trader preference, that can changes. So what would I wait here for? Here is some confirmation, like price action confirmation, candle formation. Okay, so I just let the market play out. Okay, so I see that it says still going up. I wouldn't do anything here. Yes, there was a breakout, but there's no confirmation. Okay, so there was one bearish candle, so you have to be patient. Okay, so I wouldn't trade there. I would still wait for the market to give me better confirmation. Here you go. So now you have your breakout, and then you have a really nice bearish engulfing candle. So here you can obviously open a sell position, and you can have your stop loss here. And again, for the TP, so here is a little bit after, really close to the midline, like a simple moving average. But if I were to, let's say, have that one by one, as Hector mentioned, so it's almost one by one, right? Yeah, but in the real market, again, I'm doing 4 hours. You can capture the entry to a lower time frame as well, but we are not here to live trade. We're just trying to see how this strategy works. And then if you have it one-to-one, and obviously, as you work with market, and Hector will talk about money management. So if we go with this, we can obviously, okay, so it's can just move your TP. If you think that it's not going to move to where you want, you can just bring it up, bring it down, play with your stop loss with the market. And then if I just go here, okay, that was like a winning trade. Okay, so again, as a human, we have lots of emotion involved. So if we can just remove that emotion, to me, okay, I'm thinking, is that a like engulfing candle? Or it's not. So do I need to enter this trade right here or not? So there's lots of emotion and subjectivity involved when you're doing live trade. So if we can come up with a tool that can give us some way of, okay, probably that's where the trigger for this strategy work, that could be awesome, eh? So if the trading view in this case for this specific strategy can actually give you that. So you can just go and say, a stochastic RSI strategy here, it's going to give you this, like here, says, okay, so here, if you want to sell, okay? But you can see that these are not perfect. That's why you need some further confirmation from your side. So here it says buy, but if you were to trade this, it's right, okay? That's why Hector mentioned it's not 100%. No strategy is 100%. If you were to enter this trade here, so you think based on the like a stochastic RSI going up, and also there was a breakout and it's going up, but you can see that the area was really narrow here, okay, for the Bollinger Band. And if you were to enter this trade, that would have been a losing trade for you. So so there is this trade here as well. So you can see that this one's working here. So if I see that this breakout and this a strong bearish candle, so and RSI, so that could be a good opportunity as well. So you can use this like a indicator as well that tells you the potential of this when during the time that there is a simultaneous happening of a stochastic RSI being in the saturation part, and also the price moving or breaking out of higher or lower band. Okay, so I think that was from my side. Okay, Hector, back to you for the rest of the webinar and the next strategy.
So let's go to the third strategy, which I really personally like this strategy. This strategy is useful for a scalper and for a long term also. If you are a long-term trader, it is a good strategy for you. But for this strategy, I have to change my screen to MetaTrader 4. This strategy, you cannot find it anywhere. You cannot find it in TradingView like a script, because this indicator is developed by our team. So it is individually for us, and we are working, we develop it by ourselves, and I will show you how it works. And at the end of this section, I have a great surprise for you. So just let me show you this strategy. This is the indicator that I told you about it. So I will tell you how it works. I don't want to be detailed about this indicator, but I can tell you that this indicator, it's combined from RSI, Bollinger Band, volume profile, and MACD, and moving average also. So, but as I mentioned, this is out of scope of this webinar. I just want to tell you how it works. When the blue line, as you can see, there is two important line. It's plus 10 and minus 10. This is the most important area for this indicator. When this blue line passed the plus 10, and there is a green line, if you can see, and again came back and crossed the green line, this will be an area that we must open a sell position. So here it will be area we will open the position, and our stop loss. So if I want to show you here, I just open a trade. My stop loss will be exactly here. My stop loss will be upper than the last up for the price, the last top of the price. So the TP also will be exactly when this indicator reach to 0, your TP will be here. So this will be my TP. So as you can see, there is a risk ratio. If I don't know exactly how much is that, but you can calculate it from here. It will be how many pips, and from here, how many pips. So it will be around maybe 2 times, because it is 60, 600, like 600, and this one is 1,200. So the risk ratio is 2. So this is a great opportunity for trade. If I want to show you one buy position also here, as you can see, here there was a chance for buy position. So it was recently also. So this one, it's a crossing of the green and red line till 0, exactly till here. We just close a position. This indicator works in any currencies. You can add it in like cryptos, you can add it in the metals, gold, silver, and also FX pairs. There is no difference on it. So as you can see, every time when the price goes up, there is a huge drop. And also when this one goes down, there is a huge just increasing the price. Also, for example, this is GBP JPY and CAD JPY also. It's similar here also. As you can see, there was a chance. Here, there's a chance of selling, and here there's a chance of buying. If you see these kind of things, it gives you just entry point for sell and buy, and the stop loss and take profit also obvious. I think this strategy is the easiest one, and also the mean rate of this strategy, because personally I trade by this strategy by myself for more than 1 year. So it's working for me. It is a great strategy, and the win rate for my trades, it's more than 80%. But there is no strategy in the world that has 100% win rate. So definitely you will lose some of your trade. For example, if 80%, so definitely from each 10 trades, you will lose 2 trades. And if you know about the money management, definitely you can be profitable by a normal strategy also. So I hope this strategy is clear for you, but I know most of you just ask this question from yourself. So we do not have this indicator. But for the one who are attending in this webinar, we will send you email with this indicator free, so you can download it. We will send you the instruction how you can add it in your MetaTrader, how you can install the MetaTrader, and we will tell you how to work with it. So I just want to have a great idea about this webinar by us. So let's go to presentation. So
Hector, if I can add one thing here,
yeah, for sure. Yeah,
probably
for sure.
probably I missed it. I don't know if
Yeah, for sure.
like So, from my experience using this indicator, which is like awesome, I love it. It's just great for lazy traders. I say that, but active trader can actually use this as well. But like one thing that I really like about this trade is if you can see those like a area of that blue line moves between those area at the top and low.
Yeah.
If there is a like the range of that is higher and there is a breakout, I think the magnitude of the drop or like increase in the price is way higher when it goes to that area when that range is narrow. I'm not sure if I'm making
Yeah,
sense,
yeah.
but
Mhm.
so if the range is greater, like a Bollinger Band, if the range is wider, and again there is a breakout going through that 10, so in my experience, I could just enter a good trade with like a good like a profit and risk to reward
Yeah,
ratio.
exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly. This kind of things you can add it in the strategy by yourself. And also personally, I use this strategy in multi-time frame. For example,
Awesome.
first of all, I get the confirmation in 4 hours. For example, I understand by myself that this one, it's near to 10 in 4 hours. And also this blue line also near to 10 in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And I got the final trigger in 5 minutes. So this gives you a very just correct trading opportunity for you and very clear opportunity that most of the time you can earn. And as you saw, that's the stop loss is very narrow, so you will not lose a huge amount of money if you just if you just manage your money and risk. Okay, so let's go to the next one. That's great. This is strategy. So we will send you through the email. Just wait till the end of this webinar. And for the one who are attending in this webinar, we will send them free. Okay, this is the second section that I told you in the first of webinar. That's money and risk management. This is so important. If you do not control your money and do not control your risk, for example, just consider yourself that you understand about this strategy 100% and you're a master in these three strategy or any strategy that you know in this market, but you do not manage your risk. You do not manage your money. You will definitely cannot stay in this market for a long time. Maybe one day, maybe 10 days, you can survive. But after that, definitely you will lose all of your money. I just want to give you an example about the percentage of risk that you can have in your account and how many days does it take to blow your account. So consider that you have $10,000 in your account. Just imagine you have $10,000. And in a worst case, I want to say 20 consecutive losses. For example, every day you start one position and you lose. So these things rarely happen. 20 times, you should be so unlucky that 20 times consecutive losses happen for you. So just
I've been
consider.
there, Hector. I've been there. Not 20. I'm just kidding. I've never lost like 20 trades in a row, but things happen, man. Things happen.
Yeah,
Sorry to
but
interrupt. Go ahead.
I just imagine just randomly, for example, 50% loss, 50% profits. If you
Yeah,
do not
yeah.
have a strategy, it will be like this. So
Yes,
these
yes.
things also 20 times, you should be lucky if you have 20 times loss consecutively. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes. Sorry
But
for interruption. Sorry. I just
yeah,
wanted to
no
be
worries.
funny.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, go ahead.
So this one, 10,000, just consider $10,000 we have in our account. And each trade, we want to involve 1% of our account. So in the first trade, just consider I lose my money. So $100 I lose. Next trade, how much will it be? The next one, the next one. And after 20 days, 18% of my account I lost. So this is not a huge, after 20, I told you, this is the worst case, 20 times losses. Okay, if you just involve 1%, this is reasonable. You can just recover your account easily because if I lose $100, tomorrow I can just start a new trade and again come back to the market and again come back to the initial deposit that I had. But if 2%, look, after 20 days, you will lose 33% of your account. So just consider how much you have to earn to recover 33%. You have to earn 50% to recover, like 45% to recover 30%, because you already do not have the 10,000. You already have 6,000. So this is a difference between 2% and 1% in a long term. And also 5%. After 20 days, 64% losses. And if you start opening trade by 20%, in 20 days, you will lose, you will blow your account. 99% of your account will destroy. So this is so important. You have to bear in mind that's 1% per trade. If you are a good trader and you are 100% about your trades, maximum 2%. This is personally based on my experience, I'm telling. But more than 2%, this is not normal. This is, you cannot survive in this market. I saw so many traders that start trading with the higher risk, so they lose all of their money. So 1%, it's reasonable if you are just start the trading. 0.5% also, it's normal. Because, for example, just consider you have $1,000. So each trade you will risk $5. If you lose your money, your mentality will not just kill you, because if I have 1,000 and one trade I lose $200, definitely I cannot trade tomorrow. If I trade, I will lose again, because I lose my mentality. I lose so many things about my personality, about my confidence. So definitely I lose. So this is so important. Money management and risk management. I mentioned about this part. There are so many benefits about it. So it protects your account from significant losses, and also filter trades with higher losses. If you just know that these trades will lose 2%, you will lose in this trade by this stop loss 2%, you will definitely do not open it. So this is a good thing. And also improve your trading discipline. This is so important. I will let you know further about the trading discipline in a psychological trading, and I will let you know how to create a journal. This is so important. Now, maybe you have this question. Okay, I know 1% of my account, but how can I just understand how much the lot size I have to involve in the trading? So for example, you have $1,000 balance and you want to trade 1%. Like $10 loss, and you know your stop loss, but you don't know how much lot size will be proper for you. How to calculate? This is so easy. First of all, you have to know about the account size. This is normal. I know my account is $1,000, and decide about the percentage rate. I know I want to risk 1%. Just imagine. Consider this one. The dollar of lot size. Okay, the dollar of you will lose. Okay, 1% of 1,000, it will be $10. So this is another things, the stop loss, how you will calculate the pips from the trading view. This is so easy. I just want, if this Zoom application help us to share the screen, I will show you about it. For example, I just want to start a sell position here. I do not want to tell about the strategy. I'm telling about the just one position. Imagine I just want to open a trade here. Okay, the risk to ratio, it's 1. That's it. Okay. This is a 53 pips. I know for this position, I have to open, my stop loss is 53 pips. Okay, I will go. There are so many websites that you can use them. MyFXbook is the most famous one, and everyone knows about it. So in this website, first of all, you will go to the myfxbookweb.com and choose FX calculator. There is a position size calculator. So here, you can see there is a currency pair. You can choose the currency that you want to trade. Right now it's Euro USD. That's in our example also, it was Euro USD. The balance, the currency is USD, I just mentioned, and our account is $1,000. And the risk that we want to trade is 1%. And the stop loss, how much was that? It was 53. Okay, I know 53 pips. I want to start a position. Okay, do not touch this one and click on the calculate. If you can see $10 you will lose in this trade, and 0.02 lots you have to open for this position. This is the one that you can calculate your lot size. I know it is a little maybe time consuming, but there are some other tools also in further I will explain about it. But this one is a way that you can find it and you can calculate. If you want to be a trader with discipline and you want to be profitable, you have to calculate this thing every time by yourself. And you have to know how to calculate it. There is a mathematical formula about it. You can read about it and know how to calculate it, how exactly this calculator is working. So I need to, again, came back to PowerPoint. Okay, great. So we reached to psychological trading. This is so amazing. I really like this part. Imagine, you know, the strategy clearly, you know about the money management, and you know about the risk management. Okay, the third part is the psychological trading. This is so important to know about it. I will tell you how it's important. First of all, I just want to show you the cycle of market emotion that you can see here. There are two emotions in the market. First of all is fear, and the next one is greed. So you can see in MetaTrader, there is an index also for this fear and greed. So when there are so many times these things will happen. For example, just consider you open a trade today and you will be profitable. Tomorrow also you will open trade and you will be profitable. So this time you feel that you're confident, you know everything from this market, and you will be greedy. And you will start a position without checking your strategy, without getting all confirmation from your strategy, without getting the risk management. So definitely after that, anxiety will come and you will go to the fear. You will lose all of your money. So in reverse also, when you lose one time, today I lose, tomorrow I lose. So fear will come to me, and definitely I will be in the cycle that's most of the time I lose in this market. And also in the trades, also you can see this. When I open a trade, when I see the trade is in profit, I will be greedy and I just want to keep this trade and hold it. So maybe I lose all of my money. I lose the profit that I have to just close it in the TP. So in the fear also, in the loss will happen. So this is the most important emotion that you have to consider. How you can control it. I want to give you an example that I really like this example about this emotion. And I want to tell you, if I tell you this example, you will definitely tell you to yourself, wow, that was the result. That's all the time I lose my money in demo account. So there is a difference between demo and real account. Just consider yourself. The only difference, maybe some of I saw in the social, I saw in internet that so many persons said that demo account, the broker do something that you earn a lot of money, but when you come to them real account, you will lose your money. No, this is not the reason. Actual reason is that about the psychological trading. Just consider yourself as a sniper and consider market as a target. So in a demo account, your target is a kind of rabbit that do not move it. So you know about how to shoot, you know about the shooting, everything, and you're confident enough to shoot. So when you just hit the target, definitely you hit the target because there is no emotion. You can see the target, there is no movement of the target, and you can just hit it easily. So this is a demo account. But when you go to the real market, your target also trying to shoot you. You can consider your target as your enemy, because your target, the market also wants to catch your money. So in this case, the fear and greed will come to you, and you cannot just rely on your strategy and your money management. You have to have control on your emotion. This is the most important things about the trading on demo and real accounts. So I believe you understand about this part. So how you can control this emotion? This is very difficult. This part, for me, it takes 2 years to understand how I can control my emotion. This is very difficult. But there are some ways that you can control. Focus on the long-term goal. First of all, just focus that I want, for example, personally, 30%, 25% per year as a profit. Okay, if I lose one day, so next day or next month, I will just compensate it. So I will just recover it. So another one, use risk management. Risk management that I told you about it. If you manage your risk, if you have $1,000 and you lose $5, you will not just emotionally, you can control yourself. And creating a trading journal. This is very important. I just want to share my screen about the trading journal. I will give you one example about the trading journal. This is a template and it's so easy, but so useful. This is, just consider I want to start a trade, a position today. Okay, I will mention the date, the time that I want to open the trade, asset or pair. For example, I want to trade on gold. Okay, I will mention XAUUSD. So trade type, sell or buy position. I can just consider, for example, I found a buy position. A strategy use, we told you about trade strategy. You can write it here, for example, Bollinger Band or RSI, whatever. And time frame, I found the trade in 4 hours, for example. Entry point, mention the entry price, and stop loss price, mention your stop loss, take profit, position size that you choose, risk to ratio, reason for trade. Just clearly mention, because I saw, for example, if you're trading on the Bollinger Band, just clearly mention, I saw that the price passed the upper level of the Bollinger Band and RSI was in the saturation area. So this will be a reason. An exit price, for example, you just close it before reaching to the profit or before reaching to the stop loss. Just mention it here if you decide to close it. P&L, so this is a profit and loss. This is very important in index in the market. This is out of scope of this webinar, but maybe in the future we will discuss about it. And the changes, how much was the accounts it was in the loss actually, and the reason for exit. If you exit, okay, what was the reason? What went well? Exactly, for example, you open a trade and after that there was a reason that went well. Okay, mention it here. What could be improved? For example, I mentioned for example, I open one trade and it goes in loss. I mentioned if I consider the candlestick pattern like this, it was better. So clearly I mentioned here. Where emotion involved, this is so important. If you just feel about the greed or fear, mention it here and note for the next time. Okay, if next time these things happen, I do not do like this, just mention it here. Imagine for 20 days you feel this form. What will be about your improvement? Just let me know. Definitely you will improve so much. Because right now I saw so many traders that they just start trading and every day they trade, but they do not learn about the trades. Okay, you know, I believe that in this market, you have to spend money for buying experience. In this market, there is no academy, there is no, courses that they can give you the exact things and you just be a profitable trader. No, definitely after this webinar, you have to start trading, you have to create your journal and start trading and make experience and earn money or lose money and learn from it. This is very important from this market. So I hope that it was useful till now and I hope that you are not tired. Okay, let's go to the PowerPoint again. The next one is practice. I just want to tell this also. For the one who are attending in this webinar, we will send you that journal that I send you, that I show you. It was a simple one. We will send you one proper journal, trading journal in your email, and you can use that one also, or you can add whatever as column that you want. But I will send you the one that I'm also using. So about the practice, this is the most important part. Practice for relaxation. You have to just make it serious. Meditation. This is the most important part in trading. Just consider that. If you do meditation, this is a great thing. You mentally can control yourself. Daily 20 minutes, daily 10 minutes, spend time on meditation. Your decision will be much better, much better. After 10 days, you will see about the results. Trust me. Okay, use automatic trade tools. This is also a good thing. Automatic tools nowadays, you can see everywhere about automatic tools. They are good enough. They are, I will show you next about the XAUBOT Pro that we already have and how you can use it to improve your trading and how it can make your trading easier without catching all the data that we told till now in this webinar. So this is a XAUBOT Pro. I just want to give you briefly about this one. And after this section, we will go for the giveaway. So this is a XAUBOT Pro. In XAUBOT Pro, as from the name, you can understand this is for professional, for the one who are a good trader. I told you about some strategy like TRDIND, like MACD momentum that we already have it here, Bollinger Bands, RSI, and this breakout support and resistance. These are inside these tools. So without knowing about the market, without knowing about this strategy, these tools will give you some idea about how to work. So as you can see, there is an index here. That's whenever you saw the entry point for buy or strong buy, it will give you some idea. For example, here in this strategy is neutral for RSI and for just support and resistance. As you can see, this is a sell. So you have to look for a sell. If you see the strong sell, definitely you have to open a trade. This is an entry point. And you can configure this tools to send you message in Telegram or email, and you will receive the signal in your account. And also for Apex and Momentum, TRDIND that I told you. So for this one also, it gives you a sell position, a sell position here. No, this is neutral because that was my internet connection is not fast. Here also you can see the indicators here. Each indicator is showing you, and for each time frame, you can see the market analysis from these indexes. So instead of catching all the data and spending a lot of time for catching the data, it will gives you some idea how to open it. And fundamental analysis, this one, it's under developing, and we will develop it. We will finish it till the end of September. So how it works, it will gives you some idea about the fundamental news. For example, we have a CPI today, just as an example. It will show you what was the history of CPI and what will be the possibility for today for the CPI and how will happen for the USD or for the pound. This will gives you some idea. For the Telegram signal, for example, you are a trader and you do not want to give freedom to the automatic trading and you want to receive the signals. Okay, it will gives you a signal based on the strategy that you choose and send you the direct signal in the Telegram channel. Or you are like a signal provider in a Telegram. So these tools can send you automatically. And this one, I really like this one, money management. The one that I mentioned here, we told you about my FX book. Okay, this is a tools that you can just mention the symbol name, or that, as you can see, I open it in AUD It shows AUD I can mention, for example, I want to risk 1% and my stop loss is 20 pips. How much will be the lot size I have to open? It will show you the exact lot size that you have to open. As you can see, 0.07. It shows the lot size that you have to open by this stop loss. This is the one that I mentioned in my FX book. And there is a modified that you can see there are some trades in my account currently. So I can modify it here. Definitely you heard about TP1, TP2, TP3 that Mehdi also said about it. So you can mention, for example, 25% of my trades close in 10 pips. And after that, you can mention 25, the rest of it close in 20 pips. Like this. This is a trailing stop. I do not want to be detailed about it, but most of you knows about trailing stop. So these features are not in MetaTrader. You can find it from the trade managers. And alarm also, you can mention the alarms and you can put your desired alarm for the prices and you can receive in your Telegram or your MetaTrader. And the last one is automatic trading. You can choose your strategy. There are so many features inside this system. You can choose the strategy based on the parameters that it has inside, and you can train this automatic trading and you can trade automatically. But the most important part for any automatic trading is configuration. Market all the times are changing. We cannot give a specific configuration to everyone and tell them that use this configuration for the rest of your life. Definitely it's not working. For every personality, first of all, it depends on every personality. It depends on your balance. It depends on your currency that you want to trade. It depends on the market situation and the news. So personally, I use automatic trading for my account, but maybe every 2 weeks I'm changing the configuration. This is so important. So if you know about the configuration, you can be profitable with so many EAs in the market, because many people are complaining about EAs, but I do not just put faults on EAs. It's about the configuration. This is so important. Just learn about how to configure this AI, because nowadays we are in the age of AI. So if you want to be manual all the time, this is so difficult. We do not have 1,000 years to spend all of our life in the chart and just start to finding any position. So I hope this example was good for finding some tools for making your trade easier. I want to just share the PowerPoint again. I want to tell you about some importance of finding the EAs. This is so important. First of all, you have to find the EA that has the free trial. This is so obvious. If you find one EA without free trial, so it means why I should pay to that EA, why I should, without testing it, why I should pay it. Maybe it's a great EA, but it's not proper based on my personality, or it's not proper for my prop challenges. Okay, you must find the EA that has the free trial. They should be confident enough to give you free trial. Okay, if it's good, give me free trial. And verify the address. They must have the address, the location for their offices. This will be important. Verify the statement also, it's important. You must find the, they just saying that we have, for example, 3% per month, we have 5% per month. Okay, show me the results. Show me a result for 6 months. Show me a result for 1 year. That's you have this. And the support also is very important. For example, I do not know about the configuration. I have to ask from the support. I do not know how to install the VPS. I have to ask support. Thank you so much. Thank you. It was a pleasant time for me, and I hope it was useful and valuable for you. So see you next time. We will try to have new webinar based on your idea. We will definitely have a survey, and that's it.